3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taken at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. We'll get our first look at this New York Jets offense. Really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffling. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man here is Conklin.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down. They go play action now. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Everyone see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brings up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But his opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave him 3 points.
Well, here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their fifth-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 23 carries, 91 yards.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Off the play fake, Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The Bills at 8-4 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. to the ground. Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Allen now looks to throw. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slam. Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Carter.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 27.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Alert!
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
34 yards.
And the Jets are able to move back in front.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive, so a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage your quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here's Allen. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And this one also slowed down as he's maybe getting back here with the line of scrimmage. Not much more than that.
Alert! Middle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight. We got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out. Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Uzomah.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And that makes it 14-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Finding room at midfield.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On first down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again is Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Wilson on 3rd down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I should have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Personal foul. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Slot man moves right. And again, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway.
The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. to the air. Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bills take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this returnable for Hines. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 2nd down, Cook.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They run it again with Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A give left side to Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
56.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
James Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here's Cook again.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Holding offense.
He was trying to clear the way, and the big fullback instead he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Cook following the penalty. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Alert!
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, he's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs.
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. There's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2nd and 14. To throw is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau picks up his second sack of the afternoon. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated into their own defensive scheme.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, Wilson.
And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson.
And he is going to have a Jets first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
Now Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Wilson will throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.